Day 8 of the 2026 World Matchplay sees the two semi-finals, first to 17 in the semi-final as opposed to first to 16 in the quarter-final. In terms of both of these games, and obviously the quarter-finals first to 16, semi-final first to 17. Obviously a lot of people want Luke Littler to finally get beat. I don't know how that's going to happen personally, but start off with the first game, Ghetto and Price against Jan van Veen. Price has been remarkable, in this tournament so far. They had the opening game against Martin where he looked massively off it. Against Ross Smith, he was much better. Rob Cross, he was very good as well. But against Ross Smith, we saw what Gezi can do. We saw the unbelievable, power scoring that he's got. And I think he's a better player between him and Jan van Veen. Yeah, Jan van Veen is third in the world, got to the World Championship final. I do generally think Price is a better player. I think Van Veen's got more potential, obviously, but I think right now Price can beat Jan van Veen. I'm going to go 17-14 to Ghetto and Price. I know it's a massive, massive ask for Price to beat Jan van Veen over 33 legs. It's potentially undoable, but I do fancy Ghetto and Price to get the job done. Like I said, I'm going to go 17... What did I say? 17-14. I'm going to stick with that. Luke Littler, Dirk van Duijvenbode. Now, you could play good against Littler, you're going to get beat. You can play amazing against Luke Littler, you're going to get beat. Dirk van Duijvenbode, the only way you beat Luke Littler is compete with him. 180, match him, 180. He has a slack visit of a ton. I mean, a slack visit for Luke Littler's a 140, really, isn't it? But, if he goes 140, hit a ton, maximum. If he goes 60, hit a 2-travel visit minimum. Dirk has got to go toe-to-toe with Littler for 33, maybe even more legs. It's going to be a tough ask. I do fancy Littler over this period. If it was a shorter format, Dirk can get him quick. Because Dirk's been unbelievable in this tournament as well. Dirk hasn't been terrible. He's knocked out Van Gogh. He knocked out... Who did he knock out in the last round? Gary Anderson. Gary Anderson played well in that game. But I fancy Littler. You can't look past Luke Littler in first to 17. Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it? The longevity he can perform at for 17 legs is like, it's unbelievable. I'm gonna go 17. It could be a demolition. It could generally be a demolition. I'm gonna go 17-10. I think that Dirk definitely... Dirk can do it, but I just don't think he can. I don't think he will. I'm going to go Luke Littler 17, Dirk van Duijvenbode 10. I think it'll be a good game, but I think Littler has... I mean, what Littler has that Dirk doesn't have is like 5 or 6 legs on the spin where he can average over like 115, 116, something stupid like that. And he's got the 9-dart ability, hasn't he? But so... Ghetto and Price 17, Jan van Veen 14, and Luke Littler 17, Dirk van Duijvenbode 10.